Good morning. Welcome to the CR&E Morning Brew, February 9th. February 9th already. Artie, you get the cookie. You are correct, my friend. Can you hear and see me okay? Yeah. Well, just me and you, buddy. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I think I did everything right this morning. I don't know. So, hey, John Manicki, good morning. Can you hear me okay, John? I think Artie fell asleep. I got in there first and he fell asleep. Freddie, good morning. How's it going? Chris, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. Thomas, welcome. New Ferris, welcome. Sounds good. Okay, thank you. Rummy, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, I think, for you. Hey, there's Dave, my buddy Dave. How's the train shed coming along, bud? Nice to saw you had drywalling that up. Artie gets the cookie. Oh, man, been fighting this cold, man. My daughter had it, my wife had it, now I got it. Stupid. I know that guy's it's been going around. It's not bad, it's just a sinusy thing. Martin, how you doing? Gary, how's Gary doing this morning? And Martin Searsma. Good to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Thomas, found a nickel plate. I found a nickel plate road. Okay. There's a lot of nickel plate up this way. Back in the day, anyways. Ray Bertelson, good morning. Oh, railroad spike. Okay. I figured that's what you meant. Yeah. They keep moving on me. Had COVID last week. Wife was still sick. Yeah, I remember you saying you weren't feeling well. Well, hopefully she gets better soon. It stinks. It's there's something going around. It just I don't know. I'll listen as I wake myself up. I gotta get that yard finished wiring today. Yeah, man. You got a good start on it, man. Looks good. Hey, I was thinking you were showing me how you had the wiring, the terminal blocks on the side of the 2x4s on the side because you didn't want to get underneath. Could you do like something on a hinge, like a panel that you could hinge up and hook and bring it down when you want to work on it? Like one of those little eye hooks or something? You know what I mean? This way it's kind of up and out of the way and looks a little cleaner. That'd be something to think about. Chris? Already causing trouble? Wow, what's he doing now? He's always causing trouble. He just has to be in here. Carter, Massachusetts. Maybe. There's a shit ton of people there, so who knows? I'm behaving. I don't know. Now you tell me. I just happen to be thinking about it. I don't know why. I was thinking about it yesterday at work, but then I got so busy. Man, it was a busy day yesterday. Not bad, just fast. I think I sat down for a half an hour at lunch. I think maybe 10 minutes after that, and that was it. So I was whooped, man. I came home, ate dinner, watched the one TV show, and it was out. I don't even think I made it through the show. Hey, Darren. I know. How you feeling, man? I know you and the family's been sick too. Rick the Tree. I got to get working. Speaking of Rick, I got to get working on painting up some of these guys, man. I got a bunch of them. I think you saw in that video that I put out. Thank you guys for watching and commenting. I did get a mini me done of myself. So hopefully, I don't know how long it'll take him. I think 2-3 weeks or so from the show time. He'll have a bunch of. There was a lot of people. I think he did probably 50 or 60 prints, different people. So I would look for that stuff to be up on his website, mini prints. Hey, Jerry, what's going on, buddy? How you been? Doing okay off today. Hoping to go back to work tomorrow. Okay. They put you on anything? You said, what do you have, strep? Is that what it is? A lot of that kind of shit going around. I think part of it's winter. Weather, we go from being, like last Saturday I went to work. It was 10 degrees in the morning. Felt, I guess, with wind chill, it's supposed to be like 1. And today it's like 60. But raining. So it's supposed to be the high today. Hey, it's Rick's birthday today. Happy birthday, Rick. Already, you go next week? All right, now refresh my memory. What is this surgery for? Is for the other hand? Or is this the lobotomy that you're finally going to have? Yeah. Happy old farts day, Rick. Was it you already that said happy womb liberation day or something like that? Penicillin? Okay, that's good. Hi, Digger. How you doing, Digger Evans? All right, your right thumb. Okay. Oh, it's because that thumb's always up your ass, man. You wouldn't have to have an operation, get it out of there. That's right. Happy Womb Liberation Day. Yep, that was me. That was a good one. My wife was even laughing over that one. I got this plain old Maxwell House today, guys, but I got it in a Redbird Tony 2010 mug. Just a reminder now, since I have his mug up here, he'll be doing On Track Tuesday this coming Tuesday. So that'll be, what is that, the 14th, I think. So just regular old Maxwell House today. Nothing fancy. Let's see, Railroad Enthusiasts, good morning. Thanks for popping in. So I was talking with Artie a little bit before the show, just texting with him. And, so many of you guys have these 3D printers. Like, I want to get one. Just don't know what to get. I think I want a hey, Ink Trails. Good morning. I think I want a resin printer, but I really don't have any way to vent it. And from what I understand, it can be a little toxic if you don't have good venting. So I'm kind of leery about it, although I want to be able to do the details. So it's like, Yeah, you're right. It is on Valentine's Day, isn't it? I have to send Tony Valentine Day wishes. So I don't know. I know so many friends that have them, and like, do I even get one, or just like, ask you guys to print stuff for me, and pay you guys? 43 beans in your. Is that how old you are? Is that what you mean by beans? But I don't know. Then I'm thinking the filament would be fine, but I'd like to be able to print like people, more detailed stuff. Hey, good morning, Jim. Like, speaking of 3D printing, Jim does a lot of my 3D printing for me. Right now he's working on the interior, so those passenger cars I got, or he will be working on them shortly if he's not already. Robert's train set. How are you? from the UK. Welcome in. It's got to be sometime in the afternoon there. There's my buddy Wilmer. How you doing, Wilmer? Good morning. See, starting with the filament, working my way up from there. I got the Endor 3 package from Amazon, 269 Australian. Okay, that's not bad, really. I think it. There's a learning curve for sure, no matter which one you get, no matter which style you get, whether it be filament or resin or whatever. Now, maybe Jim would know. Jim, is there different levels of filament? Is it PLA or something like that? I was reading something somewhere, and there's one that is a better quality filament type printer. 10 past 2, okay. Yep, Short Line Thursday, 6 p.m. tonight, Jim Tedesco's channel. PLA Plus. Okay, what's the difference? I mean, does PLA Plus mean it's better or better quality? Types and brands of filament. All right. I don't know. I feel like it's just been the talk around the community lately is the 3D printing. So many guys are doing it now. I feel like every live stream I pop into, it comes up in one way. And here, obviously, this morning too, it kind of comes up. I mean, it's definitely it's PLA Plus. Okay, it's definitely a popular sub aspect, or whatever you want to call it, of the model railroading. Which, and here's the thing, guys. We've talked about pricing and stuff too, but these companies have gotten so expensive on so many things that, I mean, you charge them 15, 20 bucks for 3-4 people. Yeah, they come painted and posed and all these things, but come on, man. They're these little teeny people. I'm talking about like scene masters and those kind of things. Just seems like in order to really get the amount of people you need on a layout to make it look alive, it's really it's going to cost a lot of money. I just made a purchase for Shapeways for some building gear. Okay. Yeah, Shapeways is another one. I mean, mini prints, I love them. Bernard's a great guy. He does great work. I think he's affordable, pretty affordable on everything. So no complaints there. But I mean, if you're planning on, I guess what it would end up being, and this is what I would end up doing, is those companies, they would be more like foreground people, where like I got the cheap bag from China, and they're very cheap looking, very non-detailed. They're painted, but they're painted very poorly. But like those are the ones I pop into like into the passenger cars, inside the buildings, sitting in the windows of the diner. Maybe add a little hair color or something to them, because you're just going to see it through a window kind of thing. They're not really going to be something on the foreground. Model of the desert. Some people do. About a resin printer. Yeah, I think once you get over the learning curve, ultimately in the initial cost, it's worth it. I guess it just matters how good you get at it and how elaborate you want to get with them. And I get it more for my structure, stations, etc. Kits are so expensive. Well, they're expensive here now, too. Tell you what, it's like crazy how much things are now. Like that house that I showed that I bought for the farm, and I got it for what I think was a good price, and that was $35 or something. I don't know. And that was, now if I had to get that online or something and pay shipping and everything on top of that, it's expensive. Thomas wants to know, Jim, are you going to the Sugar Shack railroad tracks today? I don't know if he means, are you going into the Sugar Shack, meaning your railroad, your shed, or to the back of the lot where the sugar train runs? Try to do people, it isn't easy. Well, I think people would be easier, correct me if I'm wrong, on a resin printer. Robert's train, doing this on my phone up in the loft, 10 degrees Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit. Speed matching my A1 Flying Scotsman for iTrans. Oh, nice. That Flying Scotsman's a sharp looking locomotive. Very sharp. Not sure you make good use of it. I don't know. Why not? I guess, here's the thing. Everything that we do outside of our layouts, outside of, building, doing scenery, modeling on the layout, all takes away from the layout. So if you get into 3D printing, that's time taken away from the layout. Although you're doing stuff for the layout, it's still kind of taking away from the time you're spending on it. I'm having a hell of a time getting motivated down here lately. I don't know what it is. I've been doing a lot more tinkering around at the bench. I got my I'm working on there's several different bench projects. This is going to be for my sound car. I got the trucks all wired up. I got the end of train device put on. I got my package from Jason the Train Freak last weekend. I don't know, within the last week. So I got my sound car. And I got my my decoder for my steam locomotive for the Niagara. So I think I got it all wired. I have to wire the decoder. I'm trying to figure out where to mount everything, mounting as far as the wiring harness, and then I'm trying to make a good place for that. It was funny. I had, what was I telling somebody the other day? I had the shell off, and I had this 3D, and this 9-volt battery with these little wire clips. I taped it on top of the motor, clipped it to the motor, and I had it running around the layout with this little battery. No decoder, obviously, but it was kind of comical. But I wanted to make sure I had the quartering right, because I had to replace those gears, remember? So I had to do all that quartering. And I feel like it's good. Passion for the hobby began when I started liking the big trains. I got in the hobby. Layouts. So, go. Oh, okay, Robert. Good luck with speed matching and everything, and thanks for stopping in. Everything's going up if you can find it. I've seen the Lionel Century Club 773 Hudson for 1200. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I don't know how guys do the O scale. Hey, Tom's on this layout. Good morning. I got behind in the chat because I was chatting. I was ranting. Digger says some serious amount of money. It's definitely an investment. You don't have any kind of heat out there, huh, Digger? Listen, if you're looking for any older ACL railroad spikes off the sugar line, or are you looking for him? Not yet, Thomas. He hasn't found anything yet, Thomas. Okay. You doing Dave's interiors, Jim? Yes, I'll be showing them off. Oh, cool. Did you figure out what those weights? Did you pull the weights out to get it to fit right? I'm going to have to cut those and so they'll lay flat in there. Cut them and bend them probably. Artie's doing. See, that's what I mean. I got guys doing stuff everywhere, man. Like just little detail stuff. I mean, the little like Artie's doing little signal boxes and stuff for his layout. A little along the track stuff. Um, yeah, no, you're not wrong, Ink Trails. Finding out with this hobby when you come across something you want, if you don't buy it at that time, it's impossible to find out later. That goes for like all these pre-orders and stuff. If you don't pre-order it, chances of getting it are harder. They may have some available, but if you see, like you say, if you see them even after they're available, the pre-orders are over and they're in house in shop. You kind of have to get it. If you wait, they're sold out till the next run, and the next run generally goes up in price. Hey, Plumber, how you doing today, buddy? Thanks for popping in. He's another one of 3D prints. Thomas Grassy, Jim, Artie now. Jesus, who else? That's just off the top of my head. I know there's more. Okay. He's threatening me? Is that double dog there? I always get tied up at around that time, though, Jim. That's the problem. I feel like I'm always like, it's dinner time, it's whatever. The relay on the whistle turn. What are you talking about? Carolina Warhorse rail sounds. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm working on that. Got a couple other decoders back that he sent in the soundtracks for me to be repaired because I messed them up. One of them's for my other GP35 that I have to do. It's gonna be another Crooked River and Eastern locomotive. Okay, what is Kira? Is that a 3D printing thing, or is that like a I don't know. Oh, it's a design program for 3D. Okay. Yeah. Again, I don't know much about any of that. I guess I just need to decide if I want to get into it, and then, seriously think about what my finances are for it. Um, to decide on how much I can spend on my initial setup. I know like with resin, don't you have to have like a curing station and a wash station or something that goes along with it. So I think there's more initial expense if you get all that as compared to filament. And again, I'm just worried about. I keep hearing that there's a lot of like toxic fumes, and I don't really have any venting down here. It's just two little vent windows, and it's nowhere near where I would put the printer. So I don't want to get sick from it. I don't want those fumes being sucked through the whole house from the furnace over here. So I don't know. Tell me, what do you guys know about it? You're a good guy, man. I appreciate it. Really, I do. Yeah, we know what a relay is. Do you have any hobby shops around, Thomas, that can fix that for you? The 3 days ad program thingy verse. I say work on the layout instead of printing. I know. I'm making excuses. I guess I have so much crap on the second level. I can't even think about starting track. I have to get organized. And that don't sound exciting at all. Hey, Joe. No fumes from the PLA I'm using. Okay. I'm just thinking about. Um, I know I've heard guys say that the PLA is okay because I know Jim, worries about it with breathing, and I think Wilmer too. Did Wilmer get it? Did you get a printer, Wilmer? Um, it's the resin that I've heard. I was like, my furnace has a cracked heat exchange. I don't know, but I'm not a HVAC guy either. Okay. Yeah, first level is, the main line's in. I have to start putting some industry or something in. Rather than this toxic. No printer. Okay. For some reason, I thought you had a printer. So you're still working on layout printer. Okay. No, I wasn't. No, I'm not. I wasn't talking about. No, I was talking about if there's toxic fumes or anything from the resin printer, it would be down here in the basement. I don't really have any good ventilation to the outside to vent it. So I don't want toxic fumes obviously trapped in here in the basement while I'm working. And then anytime the furnace would kick on, whether it be for the AC or for the furnace, that's right here on the other side of that wall behind me. I don't want that sucking those fumes and spreading them throughout the house is what I'm talking about. Bernard, I'll tell you what, man. I feel like that sometimes. Good morning, by the way. Um, Sometimes the internet is so slow. Yeah, I think the 3D printer would be easier to figure out than JMRI. Um, at work too, man. It's like my computer on. Now, yesterday wasn't too bad. Monday was awful. I felt like it was the old dial-up. I couldn't get. I couldn't get things to load, man. What the heck's going on here? Smells like cardboard in the warehouse. Is that okay? Tinkercad for designing and Cura for slicing. All right. Again, if I do go this route eventually, I'll have to get with you, Jim, and Plumber, and maybe Thomas or whoever else is willing to kind of give me a hand learning it. Artie, Trexide Mike, what's up, man? Yeah, we get rain here too, man. Kind of warm though. I think it's supposed to get to be like 61 or something today. I could be wrong. Can't remember now. No, let's see what the Weather Channel says on my phone. I feel like that's what it said. It's 48 now. It's raining. It says it's supposed to be 62 today. Gale warnings. Still commercials. So my God, everything has a commercial anymore, man. You can't watch anything. Yeah. That rain's supposed to stop by this afternoon. Yeah. 62 today, 38 tomorrow. I wonder why people are sick. But yeah, well, what are you gonna do? What you gonna do? In the truck, listening and watching the morning brew. Well, this is a productive morning for you then. No, I get that. I have some cars I want to make print or not print paint, and it's so I don't have an attached garage; it's a detached garage. So I gotta, especially if it's raining or snowing or something, I have to cover everything to take it out there because I don't want water drops on it. I have to be dry when I paint it. I got to spray it down real quick, and I got to run everything back in the house without messing it up, so it could dry in the house, and then it don't smell quite as bad as if I sprayed in the house. I'm talking about like rattle can spray, but you still smell it. It's not as bad, but you still do. So it's kind of a pain in the neck. Tom's in this like pouring rain here in Missouri, sitting in my office at work, gladly watching. Well, welcome. Glad to have you. Again, I say it all the time. It just amazes me, guys. Um, watch while they're at work and things like that. I appreciate it. It's humbling. Artie, did you float away with all that rain? No, but he showed me some pictures, and holy mackerel, there's a lot of rain. So he got like 8 inches in 45 minutes or something around his house. Hey, just doing our best. Thank you so much. I got the seeds in the mail. I'm gonna enjoy those peppers and cucumbers. I'll get those planted up. Start to get those sprouts going. That'd be nice. I do appreciate that. A very unexpected surprise. But thank you. Artie, did you get your hat yet? Yeah, did you get your stuff from Marty? You make it back to Australia yet? Oh, there you go. I asked the question too soon. Too soon. 9-hour drive away from me. We'll be talking to Marty over the weekend. Yeah, maybe you guys can meet halfway somewhere. Hey, Frank's here. Come on, Frank. Your entire arm is killing you. Huh. Did they block anything? Did you like a nerve block on you or anything? don't know if they would do that for an elbow or not. I know we do it for shoulders and like wrists and stuff like that. Yep. Thank you so much. Definitely make use of those. Hey, my Finger Lakes Railway layout. Good morning. How are you? That's a good channel there. If you guys haven't checked out that channel, that is an awesome layout. Very informative. He does a lot of great how-tos and very easy to watch. So welcome. Thank you for stopping in. You'll be heading down your way end of the month. Okay. Starting a new build from my mail call I just posted, but can't paint the kit until spring. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. It's like I always struggle because in my mind I feel like it's better to paint before you put together. And I mean, you got to keep the edges clean and then clean the edges before you glue. But it definitely takes longer to build something when you do it that way. But I think it's easier in the long run than trying to hand paint everything. Especially once you put like shutters, like if you're building a house and you put shutters and stuff like that, and you want to paint trim around the doors, it's like so much harder to do when everything's put together than if you do it when it's not. It's harder to hold things. And yeah, man, no, I love your channel. The pop machines are really cool. One of the last things I remember watching. Anthony here? Oh, there's Anthony. Good morning, Anthony. Yeah. So that sucks, Frank, with your elbow that you're having so much pain. I know we definitely do a lot of nerve blocks when we do shoulders and arms and stuff. We had a tendon reattached. To give you any good pain medicine, I feel like that stuff don't do anything but make me tired or sick. Rubber boats. Now did that water all go down now? Hey, CB Railroad and HO scale. Morning. They he already said that water came fast, man. So yeah, you'd be bionic pretty soon, John. Got some robotics in there. 30 minutes was race. Well, I've had water come up through the drain in my basement a few times since I've lived here. Before they fixed the road and the drains out in the street a couple of summers ago, and it's scary how fast that water rises, man. And then it just goes away that fast. I'll show it on Fun Day Friday video. Okay, cool. Look forward to that one. Posted locally a few days ago in my t-shirt. Pretty bad when 8 below feels like summer compared to minus 20s for a week. Yeah, geez. It has not been too bad for us here this year so far. I don't know, grandson today. He's sick and so is his mom. That stinks. That's so rough when the little ones get sick. It's like you can't do anything with them for them if you feel like, a canoe at the ready. Oh my God. Stop. Yeah. You can have the snow. We'll leave it to Bernard. He can have it. Usually we have plenty of snow here, but nah, so far, knock on wood. Put the children first, Artie. Hey, equal rights, man. Let them fend for themselves. Just kidding. There's a few of us that are still a little chivalrous, I guess. Had the neighbor's boat already. The ground floods, you get crocodiles coming around, Artie. Yep, it's getting there. We're getting there. For Artie, it's summertime now. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is opposite of what ours is, right, Artie? South of the equator, you guys are just flipped seasons or flipped from ours? Yeah, nothing wrong with a couple bull sharks running down the street. A Sharknado thing going on. Summer's your wet season. This stinks. So when is your nice weather? Do you have actual nice dry weather ever in that damn country? Oh, nice. You gonna do some videos or what? Hey, I gotta say, all right, this is my opinion. I kind of felt like I would have liked to have just seen what you were doing the other night, Mike. Um, when I did my river pour, it was about my river pour. Daryl was nice enough to come on and do, hey, Curly, good morning, and do the commentary and keep up with the chat for me and ask questions that were pertaining to the river pour. It was cool to have Lauren up there and informative, and he's a great guy, and he was talking a lot of good stuff. But I kind of wish that would have been like a separate part of your show the other night. And maybe just had that actual river pour on its own, so we could focus in on what you were actually doing and learn from what you were doing. Came out nice from what I saw, but there was several of us that were trying to ask questions, and I don't know, we're having a hard time kind of staying. I was trying to stay on what you were doing, being that's what you were doing, but I don't know. And like I said, that's just my opinion on it. I think it was a good job myself. I think as far as the river itself looks good. But anyways, it was a great show. I enjoyed listening to Lauren too, from Outer Valley. But I would have liked to have seen maybe James be a little more like on point with asking those questions. And Lauren could have kept talking. I mean, it was just, I feel like that was that could have been a whole different separate show, if you will, just talking about the show and how being that he's a hobby store and in the hobby and goes to the shows and stuff as a vendor, that could have been just its own really awesome show itself with us asking him questions on that. But anyways, I missed something, man. Tired of these sharks on this train. Let's see. Yeah, if you get crazy, I'll do it live Friday night. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, Mike. I'm not being critical. I'm not trying to be critical. It was a good show, and you did a nice job on the pour. I just wasn't sure if you were pouring or if you were, I don't know. But anyways, that's just my opinion, and whatever the hell that's worth. Um, it came out nice though. Bottom line, it came out nice, and that's all that matters. It's very nerve wracking, especially if it's something you don't do often or you've never done before. Like I never did something of this magnitude on uh, my layouts before, so I was nervous as all get out. Yeah, guys, definitely. If you haven't checked out the Finger Lakes Railway layout, check it out. If you like it, sub to them, give them some thumbs up, watch some videos, give them some love, man. Good stuff there, honest to God. Hey, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, plumber. Okay, that's good. Sometimes you can't pick it up just by writing. You know, it's like you got to hear it, texting and stuff. Sometimes you don't get the meaning behind things. Plus, I never said I was the sharpest tool in the shed, so it takes me a minute. Randall Ellison, let's see. Hello, everybody. Can't stay, but wanted to drop in and say hello. Have a great stream, Dave, later. Hey, thanks for popping in. I appreciate the support. And you have a great day yourself. Be safe out there. Hey, honestly, if I didn't think it, I wouldn't say it. So thank you for putting out great content and having a good channel there. And now, are you up? Do you live up in that Finger Lakes area, or did you grow up in that area? Um, when we went to Massachusetts last week, 2 weekends ago, driving through New York, I was like, yeah, I told my wife we ought to come up here in the summertime and head up that way and check it out. I hear it's beautiful, upstate New York, and be an area I wouldn't mind checking out. Let's see, ink trails. Find this comment. What are your thoughts on the tint you used for the pour? Okay. And he says, I like it. I might pick up another color Saturday at the store. Okay. Oh, it's Randall's birthday today. Happy birthday, Randall, if you're still there. New York Central, okay. But is it up in the Finger Lakes region of New York, is what I'm gathering, or no? Forgive me for not knowing. Oh, let's see. Jack said, Mike, I dig the color of your river, brother. Yeah, I thought it came out nice. I really do. I think it's a little bright blue for my area. Um, water around here is more muddy, green, muddy colored. So that's why I kind of went with the color I did. Be a little more like prototypical to my area. My last river I did was a little more along the lines of the color you used, more of a brighter blue sky, like bright blue skies kind of shining down. Um, okay, cool. Tom is a huge fan of New York, NYC, New York Central Hudson. Yeah. So New York Central merged with the Pennsylvania. Is that correct? I'm not a huge I like railroads. I'm not a huge historian and everything. You know what I mean? And that became Penn Central, correct? Which was ultimately absorbed by Conrail, I believe, was one of the railroads. Conrail absorbed. I have so much water to pour on my next layout, trying to figure out if I want to add tint or just use a clear pour. I think you could go either way. I think if you just go clear, you're going to want to make sure either way, you want to make sure your river bed is whatever color you want it to be, because it will show through some. So you can't just leave it white. You want to make it, some kind of coloring on it. At least that was my experience, because even with the colors I added into my pour, um, it's back there in the videos if you want to go back and check those out. You can still see through. You can still see the bottom. So you want to make sure you color your bottom or your bed before you pour it, even if whether you go tint or whether you go clear. Good morning, Chasco. I saw Chasco in here. Hey, Lee, how are you doing? Good morning. Yeah, Chasco, there he is. Howdy, y'all. Anthony died. Womb Liberation Memorial Day is the full phrase. I started saying that back in high school. And it stuck. That's funny. I've never heard that until just recently when Artie said it. Yeah, I'm not a big Steam guy, but I wanted, I did get this one, the 484 Hudson or Niagara. Like I said, I got a great deal on that, so I picked that up. Now I'm trying to DCC it. Yeah, let's got that big tender on it. This one's weird, man. It opens, but everything slides. Like the weights and stuff slide. I gotta go the other way with it, but it slides out of there. Like the top don't come out, the ends come off. This is a Bachmann Spectrum. I think it's a Spectrum. It's a Bachmann though. And it has the split frame and everything, and so it had those plastic gears. That found a guy on YouTube that not YouTube on eBay that 3D prints them, and it worked out. It just was kind of a pain. Fair Lakes really uses Legacy New York Central paint scheme, but not associated with them. Yeah, I like that scheme. It's like the two-tone gray and white. I think it has a sharp-looking paint scheme. Yeah, Penn Central. Are you close to Syracuse? Sorry, I get behind. I get to talk and I forget to move the chat along with me. Pizza day. It's pizza day today. Like blue water, my river is brown. A lot of cows upstream. Now the river on my old layout was I just painted it. So the base was kind of more of a brighter blue. Emerged in 1960. Okay. Thomas I model Watkins Glen, New York. Okay. Is there a big speedway up there still? I don't know if it was Formula One or NASCAR. Maybe both. I seem to remember when I was a kid, there was a pole position for Atari. There was a Watkins Glen track you could run. That's what I know about Watkins Glen, I guess. Reading is making me dizzy. Watching, just going to bow out of chat. Great to chill with everyone. Peace out. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, Plumber. Sure, brown service from cows and not people living upstream. Yeah, who knows? So I'm trying to catch up on the stream too. See how I had different wheels on the tender. Yeah, like I said, I got a great deal on this. And I don't know if the C&O used any 484s. I don't think the B&O did. Being a model CSX, I wouldn't mind having this be more of a either C&O or B&O, steam locomotive. But for $50, I couldn't pass it up. It was in great shape. Um, yeah, I'm putting a little bit of money into it. Probably all said and done, I'll probably have a couple hundred into it. Once I get the DCC and sound and everything in it, and I had to do the gears and stuff. But you're not going to buy this brand new. I mean, buying this on eBay, I was seeing it for 170, 200, 150. So I feel like I get a pretty good deal on it at the hobby store down there in Columbus. Yeah, I think Norfolk Southern runs up that way. CSX runs up that way. Up through New York. I don't know if they run exactly there, but already has O scale, or I mean, Thomas has O scale. Used to be Formula One. They had some IRL too. Okay. Buy a pizza for pizza day. Yeah, Jim should be on tonight for the oh, Jimmy, what's the name of your show? Short Line Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern. Two Bailite Perkin twos. We got one that was NYC and an unlettered one. But man, I'm a diesel guy, modern. So this is going to be an excursion train. Um, yeah, definitely, you guys. Check out all the channels for the guys that are in here. And if you're not subbed and if you like what you see, sub to them. Give them some love, support them. For sure. That's what it's about. We're all in this together, man. This community is a good community. Cup races are along with other lower divisions of racing. All right. Talking about Watkins Glen still. Yeah. In the trainer, did you see the O scale? No, I don't even look at the O scale, but I'm not an O scale guy. I just kind of go, that's over there. You guys go over there and look at what you want. I'm not an O scale guy. Yeah, me too. But you're a little older. You're more like I think you're a little more older era. I could be wrong. Just doing our best. Go ahead out. Wish you all the best. Take care. Well, thanks for coming in. Thanks again for the seed packets. That was an awesome win. Very nice surprise. Thank you again. Look forward to planting those and enjoying them later this summer or fall. Yeah, time you go through a DC convert with sound, you're in 3,400 on a Steam net. Low end decoders are spendy. Yeah. Well, I get the soundtracks decoder for Steam. With that, the Keep Alive and the speaker, it was about 140 something I got from Jason, 150 give or take. So that's 200 with the locomotive cost. There's another like 20, 25-ish for those gears I had to replace. That's because I had to replace them. If you have a locomotive and they're fine, you don't have to replace them. Problem is you got to split the shell apart to get the motor out to isolate the motor. So when you do that, you got to be careful not to break those gears. And then you got to make sure that everything is quartered and stuff, which I didn't realize that. I'm not a Steam guy again, like I said. So, but now you're talking about brand new BLIs and MTH and whatever else. Athearn, they're starting in the $500, $600, $700 range, 500, $600 range, anyways, to get the same locomotive. Basically, even the Bachmans are up there. So, if you have the ability and the, I don't know, to do it yourself, I guess. If you have the desire and the ability to do it yourself, adding all that, well, that also included the price from Jason. Also included the what's it called, DBX 9000 or whatever. I guess I don't have to use this. I could wire it straight, but you wouldn't be able to take it apart to store it or anything. But it's the plug-in. So you can plug the tender in and unplug it and everything, So I got to wire that in somewhere. It don't matter which end goes where, really, but, it allows you to wire the decoder in and be able to unplug it from the tender. So it's just a matter of getting it figured out and getting it wired in. I'm no expert at this stuff. I'm trying to learn myself, but I kind of enjoy doing it. Steam engines in this evening, which are Pacific style steam engines. We had up here till 74. Okay. Strasbourg train, they for layout. Huh. Well, yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, really? Well, you're welcome. I didn't realize I was the only one that you met at the show. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It was nice to meet you. He says thanks for subbing, Inked. Yeah, they do get a little pricey, Joe. Especially if you have a lot of conversions to do. I'm not against Bachman at all. This is Bachman. I think it's going to be just fine once I get it all finished up. Hopefully, that's the hope. It might be a paperweight when I'm done with it. Who knows? Take care, man. Thanks for all the subs. CB Railroad says. Selling the same decoders for. I also use decoder buddies on some conversions. Yeah, I bought a couple of those decoder buddies. I have a operator scale trains, and I've heard that it's. I don't know about the operator series, but I know like on the rivet counter, there's according to soundtracks, there's some lighting functions on the rivet counters, anyways, that are not accessible. So you have to do some other wiring in that. So I was going to maybe try to change that board out on the operator with the decoder buddy and the 21-pin soundtracks. But I haven't gotten around to trying it. In fact, I sold one of them off before I got a chance to do it. So I might sell the other one. I don't know. I might actually convert it. We'll see what happens. I have so many decoders to buy for some of my locomotives. On my current count, I think I'm at 7 or 8 right now. Yeah. It gets pricey. And here's the thing. And if you know you're going to pair locomotives and keep them paired, you don't have to go with sound in both locomotives, really. I mean, if they're going to run, nose to tail or tail to tail or whatever, and you're going to keep those, speed matched and paired together, you save yourself some money on that and just buy comparable decoders that'll run together pretty easily, easily speed matched. You might save a couple bucks. Still need to go to 130. Geez, 130. What the heck, man? There's a lot of locomotives. I thought I had a lot of locomotives. I can't. What the heck? I'd have to find the invoice. I don't remember what he sold that to me for. Right around the $100 range, I think. He doesn't get the discount that a lot of the shops get, but I feel the pain just from reading your message. Yeah, man, that's a lot of locomotives. Oh, 200 now. You got your girlfriend back 3 days ago? You guys got back together? Is that what you mean? Well, good. Hope it all works out. It's good. More videos coming on my channel when my son finishes my custom desktop computer for editing and streaming. My laptop can't handle it. Yeah, I know. My laptop is old and I'm kind of limited. Like, I'm surprised I'm even able to do this show. It keeps telling me my laptop's full. I got to offload some of this stuff. You do a bulk rate like 10 packs or 25 packs for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what Jason told me. He has to buy so many in order to get a decent price on them. In order to be able to offer a good discount, he'd have to buy just a ridiculous amount. But it would be nice. That's the nice thing with like the Digitrax, the basic. Was it the like the 126, the DH 126 or whatever, the non sound one. I think. Well, I don't know now. I mean, you used to be able to get them for anywhere from $15 to $25. Where there's a basic motion and lights. I don't know now what they want for those. Well, yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, maybe I don't know if they have a suggestion box or anything, but maybe make that suggestion. I kind of wish that Scale Trains would go over to them, get away from that ESU stuff. I don't hate ESU, don't get me wrong. I just prefer soundtracks. As far as when I do installs, I've never really installed an ESU. I don't have a programmer or anything, so you'd have to buy it already programmed to that locomotive. Take that back. I have the programmer. I'm not versed on it yet. Okay, Mike, stay dry, man. Thanks for stopping in. How many do I own? Oh, geez. What's my last count? 30-ish, 30 to 40 maybe. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not 200. Let me see if I can do some counting. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 38, 39, 50, 50. All right, a little more I thought. 50. They don't all run. They're not all DCC, but a good portion of them are DCC, and most of them do run. There's a couple I have. They run, but they're not all DCC. So about 50, I guess. So I don't think that's too bad. I'm behind on the chat again. Anyone going to the Colorado meet, we need to get on George at Soundtracks to do both. Yeah. It would, again, I am bummed I cannot go to that show. The original plan was to go. My sister decided she wanted to get married that weekend, which is fine. I'm very excited for her. And, but I'm going to be doing that. A little more important, I guess, right? Maybe. Original plan was we were going to go to the meet and then spend the rest of the time somewhere. We're going to take a week off vacation and go out there. So, all right, Artie, go to bed, man. Have a good night's sleep. Thanks for coming. I'm going to actually kick out of here too. Got some things going on today I want to get done. Non-train related, but honeydews I need to do. Got to keep the peace there. You know, yin and yang, I guess, right? Embarrassed to say how many HO, not counting S and O. My 12 step did not work. I know, man. I bought so much stuff when, well, thank you. And hopefully guys will return the favor. I'm pretty good about that usually. It was great to see you stopping in. I appreciate it. I'm honored to have you in here. It's awesome. Thank you again. Artie, dang fat finger. I know. I feel the. That's. Don't hold your breath, Thomas. Oh, Thomas. Thomas, I'm not an O scaler, but I do have some O scale. I have a Polar Express. We got it's my son's actually. And a Pennsylvania Railroad. Don't ask me what it is. They're all steam. I have an old Santa Fe, I guess it's a Super Chief F8, I don't know what the hell it is, F7, I mean, F7, I think. And obviously I don't run them much. I've set it up a couple times at Christmas. Yeah, I mean, it's my sister. We're walking her down the aisle, actually, because my father's gone. So she wants me to walk her down the aisle. So I will be doing that with pleasure. She's a good kid, man. So, yeah, that's what we'll be doing. I'm excited for her, happy for her. He's a good guy, and we like him. So he treats her good, and that's the best thing. Most important thing. Someday I hope to walk my daughter down the aisle. Um, Nowhere near that yet, but someday. Yeah, yeah. I might have said daughter. I meant sister. Um, yeah, she's yeah, she's had a few guys over the years that she's been close, but nobody she felt she wanted to spend I guess the rest of her life with. She's 50 now, so she had to put up on for too long. She'll be 50 in May, I guess. So I told her, I said, well, eh, you know, 30, 40 years, that's all you got to put up with him for. Same with him. He's about the same age, I think. He might be a tad older. I don't remember. When you're 20s, like my wife and I, in the early 20s when I got married, 24, now that's a damn commitment when you say for the rest of your life, you got some time, God willing. So we're working on 29 together, 20 married, 27 married. So she ain't thrown me out yet. So I guess we're doing all right. Thomas is O scale. Yeah. Actually, I'm going to go this Saturday. I'm having breakfast with a friend. Um, I really only see him at shows, unfortunately. He reached out and wanted to get together. So he is an O scale layout, O scale collector. His freaking basement's like a museum. It's crazy, man, the amount of stuff he has. He actually worked on that old Lionel I have from like 1975 or 6 when I got that when I was a kid. Um, and way to go, Dan. Nice. Yeah, nice. Well, I hate to say it, it's becoming more and more rare. So I think people just kind of don't take it seriously. They don't choose well. You think you choose well, but it's tough, and you got to choose well, and you got to learn to compromise. And I guess, I mean, I don't know all the secrets, but too many people are about me, me, me anymore. That's a whole nother conversation for a different Thursday. Tom says it quit raining. Got to head out and check downtown lots. Take care. Okie dokie. Thanks for coming in, and you take care and be safe out there. Well, listen, I'm not going to get rid of that old line now. I've had it forever. And the other two are my sons. And, well, he's not really into trains now. It might be something he'll want down the road, when he gets a little older. So I'm trying to keep everything in good condition for him, and I'll let him make that decision. As far as my friend is concerned, don't know what that he's interested in selling anything or that. I got to ask him if he has anything for sale. He does go to some of the shows, but he sells some stuff. 47 years, run out of digits and toes. Pretty sorry when you got to use an abacus to figure out. Abacus. That's funny. I haven't heard that word in a long time. That's funny, Bernard. Well, congratulations on 47-ish plus minus years. So, all right, guys, I'm going to cut this off here. We've been pushing about close to an hour and a half now. We'll see you guys tonight, 6 p.m. Jim's stream. Short line Thursday. Friday night is Vinny. think he's 8 o'clock still. Thursday is just Jim. I don't know what Canadian is. You got the Canadians on Thursdays. November will be 46. Okay, well, congratulations, geez. Yep, thanks, Lee. Thanks for stepping in. Saturday, Artie is doing 8 o'clock. Those shows, Sidetrack Sunday on Sundays. Trackside Mike and Dundas Junction, James, on Mondays. On Track Tuesday this coming week will be Redbird Tony. Check him out. He's doing an expansion, so I'm sure he'll have something to say about that. Show on that. John, him and his wife at 40 in November. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm trying to catch you guys, trying. That's the hope. I don't have any plans of going anywhere. As far as I know, she's hanging around. I don't know. So, yeah, so we'll catch you around the other streams. You never know. I may put out a video, may pop up in a live, do a live stream. I don't know. That's how I feel. But thanks for stopping in. Definitely check out all the channels in here and give them some love. And I will catch you around. I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. So thanks again. Bye for now. Get you next Thursday for sure. All right, guys. Take care.